You know what? You guys are a little bit too serious on this app. You need to go get a drink, preferably in the morning. Start your day off right, okay? Because like I am just clearly posting content, saying things that we're probably all thinking. And then here comes a man who thinks my content is targeted for him. Like I am not doing a song and dance for your approval, sir. Like I'm not using TikTok today. Why would you think my content is for you, for your approval?
And I venture to say that a lot more men would kind of move out of the realm of being afraid of rejection if there wasn't, as they perceive it, teeth behind the rejection. Be me. Man can walk up to you and say, "Oh man, I really like your energy. I really like your aura, man. You just something about you, man. You're just magnetic." What? I was just saying that, with the way that you act, seemed like you're a fun time, seemed like you're a good person to hang out with. I was trying to see if you would like to go out to dinner. Oh, and just say that. I was. That's what I was saying to you, stupid. Stop acting silly. Stop acting like a loser. Stop trying. And that's the point. A lot of these modern women are trying to be offended. They're trying to be, they're trying to find ways to, you said I was what? I just said you was pretty. That's all. That's literally all I said. I said you look good. I said I liked your shoes. That's it. Man, I really like that dress on you, man. That looks nice. Man, that blue is your color. Huh? You looking a little bit too hard. I mean, you're standing in front of me in the grocery line. So yes, I see you. Are you okay? Stop talking.
Never beg a man to stay with you, because I'll tell you exactly what happens when you do. I had a one-on-one session today and my client was devastated. Allie, why did he walk away so easily? Why didn't he fight for the relationship? Some of you think you are being abandoned when you are actually being freed of the biggest embarrassment of your life. When you beg a man to stay with you, two things happen. Number one is it's never a one-time occurrence. You think you're going to have one conversation. You're going to pour your heart out, and all of a sudden he's going to realize what an amazing woman you are. No, he won't. Because a man who doesn't see your value is going to have to continue to be convinced, sold, and motivated to like you. The moment you stop being convenient for him, he's going to blame you, and he's going to think, I didn't even want to deal with this woman to begin with. And second, he'll lose respect for you. He might not ever say it, but it will always come through in the way he treats you, in the way he completely disregards your emotional well-being, and eventually he'll be disgusted by you, because the most attractive trait a person can have is self-respect. Never beg someone to choose you. If they want to leave, let them leave.
A lot of these modern women aren't understanding fully that men can get tired too. And in fact, men continue, mentally I should say, and emotionally, they're exhausted. They get tired of everything that's going on. And they continue to try to tell you, hey, this is what I'm feeling. Can we come to some sort of resolution? But for a lot of these modern women, because they're not as emotionally stable as they say they are, they'll continue to put everything on the man, talking about, well, you're a man, fix it, handle it. But that's not really the way it's supposed to go. If you want to be a partner, then go ahead and be a partner and help him out with his issues the same way that he helps you out, in the same way that you expect him to help you out with yours.
I hate to say this, but I think that women have to lower their standards. Before you go crazy on me, just hear me out. The amount of chronically single girlfriends that I know, either approaching their 30s or already in their 30s, that are like wanting to settle down and have a family, but can't, is an epidemic at this point. And we're talking about women that are financially stable, have educations, are beautiful, have their fathers in their lives, like come from nice families. Like, we're not talking about like a bitch, we're talking about like a very decent young lady. So I'll have conversations with my friends and they'll say things like, oh, like, I want him to make like at least $200,000 a year, like at minimum. He has to be in shape. Like, I really like a guy with a six pack. I love a guy who's like 6'2". I need a guy with like a full head of hair. Like, I can't do bald guys. Every single time you throw a new specification into what you desire, The only person that fits within the parameters of what you are looking for exists in your dreams. No, I've had girlfriends tell me like, oh my god, no, he's great, this and that, like, but I can't do a short king. So you're telling me you found a guy that's like not bad looking, has a great job with benefits, like financially stable, comes from a great family, and you can't do it because his legs aren't long enough? Like, you are out of your minds.
You continue to have a lot of these modern women who continue to post year after year, morning, noon, and night. I don't need a man. I got my own. I don't need anybody to help me out, and all that other stuff. If I need somebody, I can make a call. And for some reason, they're naturally shocked when a man says, okay, well, if you say that you don't need me, I have other business to attend to. I think, contrary to popular belief, you have a lot of modern women thinking that men are out here waiting on them hand and foot. I'm just waiting for you to call me. I'm just sitting out in some castle somewhere, or you know what, actually sitting out in the field. I've pitched my tent. I've made camp, set up shop here, right? And I'm just waiting on the day to be called, waiting on the day that you come out to the window and you brush open the curtains. Okay, I'm ready for my man. I'm ready for my Prince Charming. Come get me. This is what modern women are thinking that men are going to be doing for them. Just come get me. I'm ready for you. Just whenever. And he waited for 10 years for me. He wouldn't leave. He was persistent. And as a matter of fact, I had like 10 to 15 men. Forget that. I had an army of men camped outside my window. And it would be fun for me because in the summertime, we would have, we would go out there and we would have the games, the Jennifer games, to where they would compete for my love and the person who would win would get a kiss and all that other foolishness. That's what these modern women are thinking. I should have 10 to 15 men compete for my love every summer. And I say, okay, hop up and down for an hour. And they do it. Okay, bark like a dog. And they do it. Okay, the first one who brings me my Starbucks coffee the exact way I want it, multiple times. I'm not even going to say what the number is. And really the number is, if Brad goes over there and gets you Starbucks 10 times in a row versus Jack, who got you Starbucks 9 times in a row, then Brad's going to be the winner. Whoever is willing to go the distance, the ultimate for me, that's the person I'm going to consider giving my time to. That doesn't mean that I'm going to date them. Doesn't mean that I'm going to be involved with them. That just means they get a little bit more, I can't even say attention. They get to sign up to do things for me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You guys are going to, in either way, you're going to be strong and independent. And then you're going to let that strong, independent, I don't need no man, run you right into, okay, well, I'm not strong and independent. I don't want to be strong and independent no more. Bring me a man. Nope. Absolutely not. Nope.
Your standards are too high. I don't drink. I make my own money. I don't go to the club. I respect other humans. I believe in God. A lot of people are like, oh, that's the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum. Are you doing that? How many people in the world are actually doing that, though?
And modern women expect you to commit to them, right? Modern women really, honestly, they want control over commitment is really what they want. They want control over your access to them, and they want control over their commitment. So they want all of the cards, which is, oh, I'm strong and independent. I don't need no man. And this and that. I can choose this man. I got this man on my roster. He does this. I got this man that does that. And I can choose any one of them whenever I would like to. Right. You can do all of that and have a fantastic life. People doing things for you. I don't know what they got going on. That might be an arrangement that you guys enjoy in some instances for a number of years. But then you, at one point in time, and this is where you get into trouble. At one point in time, you want them, at some point in time, you want a man, even if it's not that man, you want a man to commit to you, right? Unfortunately for you, That man has been seeing you act a fool out there. And now you're wondering why this man won't commit to you, why this man won't propose to you, why this man won't marry you. I've been seeing you act a fool. And a lot of men see that. They see you out here playing the field, roaming around, and then saying, I'm going to continue to roam around. You're not even doing it in private, right? They see all the stuff you're doing and they say, I don't think so. I don't want to marry a woman like that. If she's going to be out here messing with this guy and that guy, it's not the type of woman that I want. You got women out here trying to take a man for all of his money. I don't want that. That's not something that I'm looking for. You're not doing anything to be.
Most women think men decide commitment based on attraction. That's not true. And I'm about to explain how we actually decide. Men separate women into two categories way earlier than we admit: safe to stay or safe to enjoy. And here's the part nobody tells you. A man can really like you and still see you as not permanent. What decides it isn't how pretty you are, or how much you do for him, or how patient you are. It's how he feels when things go wrong. Men watch how a woman handles disappointments. Does she communicate? Does she explode? Does she express emotions or punish with silence? Does she hold boundaries or try to control? Because men don't fall in love through intensity. We fall in love through emotional safety. If a man feels like every mistake is a trial, he's not going to commit. He's going to retreat. And here's the hard truth. Men don't leave when they stop liking you. They leave when they feel like they're constantly failing you. That's why some women do everything right and still don't get chosen. Not because they weren't enough, but because the relationship felt heavy instead of peaceful. Men don't chase perfection. We choose the place that we can breathe. So if you're always explaining your worth, overperforming for love, or shrinking yourself to keep someone, you're not building safety, you're building exhaustion. The right man doesn't need convincing. He recognizes peace and he feels it. And when a man feels safe, he stays. Peace and love. Like and follow.
And you also have to look at the one-sided effort and modern women not reciprocating, right? Because, they'll say, well, where are the men at? Why can't I find a man to do X, Y, and Z? Or why is a man not talking to me? How come I can't find a man to do this, this, and this? I'm a provider, and all of the list of things that they always want. I can't find that. Well, actually, you can, because once again, the men are everywhere. You just don't notice them because you're looking for, honestly and truly, we probably don't call it this, but a genie is what you're looking for. You're looking for a man to come in and just wipe away all your problems. Okay, with my first wish, I want you to wipe away all my problems and put me in my soft girl era, and I don't want to have any problems ever again. That's actually 3 wishes. But modern women would probably argue a genie down and say, well, that's 1 wish because I said it all in one breath. No, the first wish would have been me wiping your slate clean. All the problems that you have, me wiping that. You want to be put into your soft girl era? That's another wish. And you saying, I want no problems ever again? That's a 3rd wish. So you've actually effectively used all your wishes. No, but because I said it, and like I said, they try to argue you down. That's what modern women do to men. And this is why men just end up opting out and they end up leaving. Because a modern woman will sit up there and argue a man down when a man be dead right about something. This woman is dead wrong. But because the way they see it and what their interpretation is, they'll continue living their life in that way, right? And that's how you have one-sided effort and no reciprocity. Because a modern woman will sit up there and argue, man, no, this is the bare minimum. I deserve this, 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 and this. And a man is like, that's not the bare minimum. I bought you a car. Well, that's what my man should be doing. I'm not your man, though. I'm not your man. Well, that's something that you decided to do. Right, because I wanted to show you that I really liked you. Well, nobody asked you to do that. Regardless if anybody asked me to do it, I still did it. I bought you the car, and you're not showing any signs of being grateful. And so when I pull back and say, okay, you know what, you can have the car, or you know what, I pay for your nails, whatever, take your little nails and go on about my business, about your business. Modern women, they don't realize they actually messed up a good opportunity. And if a man has paid for your car or paid your rent or paid any type of bill for you, and that's actually a genuine man, you just messed up your bag because of your bad attitude. That's why a lot of men opt out, because I know my effort is not going to be rewarded. I know she really don't like me, and all of the stuff that I'm doing for her is not going to be reciprocated at all.
Let me give you 5 men that you need to leave in 2025 and never entertain in 2026. Listen closely. Number 1, the emotionally unavailable man. He dodges conversations, avoids depth, and calls it, I'm chilling. You're not asking for intensity. You're asking for his presence. If he can't show up, he's not your assignment. Number 2, the inconsistent man. Inconsistent man, a strong one week, silent the next. Big talk, small follow through. If his effort needs decoding, that's your cue to disconnect. Number 3, the future faker. He talks marriage, trips, and one day, but never today. Vision without action is manipulation with a smile. Number 4, the situationship specialist. No title, no clarity, unlimited access. He enjoys benefits without responsibility. 2026 doesn't do undefined roles. Number 5, the low effort man. Last minute plans, minimal dates, maximum excuses. If you're carrying the connection, it's already too heavy. Leave these men in 2025 and never entertain them in 26. Put in the comments, no more entertaining these guys. No more entertaining these guys. Go with God.
You know, what a lot of these modern women really like to do is they like to tell a man or suggest or hint that a man should do something for them, right? So, you know, these modern women, even though they don't like you, or really honestly and truly, they not into you like that, they really just into the whole pomp and circumstance, like the whole act of it all, right? A man is just an addition to what they got going on. Think of it as, I'm complete. It's just an enhancement. It's an add-on, right? Without the man, I don't need the add-on. I don't need the downloadable content. I can play the game completely and fully and be great at it. But I want this add-on. That's what a man is to these modern women. You're nothing more, nothing less. You're not important. I can do without you either way, right? So that's the way they treat a man. If I get a man, then I can get a ring and I can get all these nice things. So you might send out to him, oh, I got a Pinterest board full of stuff and I'm going to send it out to you. Here's the ring that I want. Here's a dress that I want. Here's a car that I want. Here's a life that I want. And then when a man does all of that, oh, you know, we're just vibing. Oh, I just sent that to you because, this is stuff that I like. And a man's going to assume, well, you sent that to me because you wanted me to do these things for you. Oh, no, I don't want to put a label on it. They don't want to put a label on it because they want to waste your money. They want to waste your time and your money, right? Like I said, go give me this. Go do this for me. I just want to see if he's going to do it. Just want to see if he's gonna buy me this or go here, go there. They're playing around. Once again, if it's on sale, I'll get the DLC. If it's on sale, I'll get the add-on. I buy the add-on. I can play it or I don't. It don't matter. It really don't matter. That's how modern women treat men. I can be with them. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It don't matter. Meanwhile, you're spending real time, real money, real energy on her, and she messing around.
A deeply feminine woman does not want to be your equal. She wants something beyond that. She wants to surrender into your trust and leadership. Because if you are equals, why should you pay for dinner? Why should you open the door? Why should you be the one that goes off to war and dies? We don't, as men, want to sacrifice our lives for an equal. We want to sacrifice our lives for something that's divine and nothing less. It is important to hold this frame in relationship, because what she's craving is to surrender into your potency and power and leadership as a man. And the only way she can do that is if you have her in the proper frame, which is something that is beyond wholeness, that is beyond equality. The game of relationship evolves in 3 stages. So in stage 1, it's where the man has power over and the woman has power under, and there's this kind of codependent thing that's going on. And then in stage 2, you're equals, and you're 2 equals coming together, creating this third thing called a relationship. That's what therapy gets us to. But there's a stage beyond that where you decide that wholeness isn't enough. I want to go beyond wholeness. I want to experience something beyond myself. And when you evolve into that stage as a couple, the dynamic changes, and it changes into this like muse and creator dynamic where the woman becomes the muse that you are in service of, and you are the creator that's creating a world for her to express her beauty and her joy and her excitement. And her beauty and her joy and excitement feeds you to go create more and to play bigger games.
And really, I think in a lot of these situations, what it comes down to is modern women want something, but then they want to modify that something, right? And so you have men that'll be men. They're actually masculine. I'll pay the bill. I'll pay the bills. I'll, initiate plans and open doors and all that stuff. But then when I do that and I don't do it to your liking, then you call me controlling. Right? If I'm leading the house and I'm leading the charge and I'm making a decision, because this is what modern women like to do. They like to spend all day making a decision. And it's not like we hadn't discussed it. We didn't spend all day talking about this type of stuff. But you just, give me a couple more days to think about it. Give you a couple more days. I really think I need a week. Give a couple weeks. And by that time, the opportunity is gone. Well, that's just not what God had for us. No, it was. But you just wanted to do things on your timeline. And after 4 or 5 of those things, because modern women will do that, they'll control the relationship with their indecisiveness. And then when you start to move on and do your thing, it's just something about him. He just moving when he shouldn't. And let me tell you something, ladies, when a man wants to move too fast, that's of the devil. No, it's not. The devil ain't got nothing to do with that. That's your indecisiveness. You're slothful. You're lazy. You can't make up your mind. Analysis, paralysis, whatever you want to call it. But you need to, it's not even therapy. You need to learn, start making some decisions and sticking with it. See, what happens is modern women get out here and they don't like consequences. They want everything to go smoothly. And what I'm really trying to get you to do, sir, is I'm trying to get you, if we go with this decision, you take the blame. You make it right. I want to guarantee that everything is going to work out 100%. And if it don't, you take it on the chin. Every single thing. And that's why modern women get out here and they be talking about, well, if he take you out and he don't like you, then get some property out of him. Make sure he gives you that bag, or make sure he gets you some property, or make sure he gets you a car. Do you know what you're asking, silly? You're asking a man for, you just spent 5 minutes with the man. You're asking a man for a whole property, a whole house. Are you slow? Are you slow? Are you okay, ma'am? But this is what these modern women are doing today. A man go out there, take care of his responsibilities, doing what he's supposed to be doing, and can't get the woman to move. Can't get the woman to move. I want a man to do this, and a man do all of it. I just really ain't sold. We really need to go. Well, don't rush me. You trying to love bomb me. That don't even fit right here. Oh, well, yet see, you always trying to play on my words. Girl, go back to therapy. You're a psychopath. A lot of these modern women, they go to these places for a week. They go overseas, they go on vacation for a week, and they come back saying, oh, the universe told me I need a man who surfs. I need a man who speaks Spanish. He's got a creative side hustle. He's just this man that's adventurous. He just want to pick up and go at any point in time. Which there are some people like that. That's how they live their life. But what I'm saying is, a lot of these modern women, this is what they want, right? So the guy that might be perfectly good guy, might be an accountant, because, I don't subscribe to that sort of lifestyle. I'm a little bit more, I don't want to say stable, but I live my life in a different way. Then you pass that man up, right? Essentially what a lot of these modern women go through is phases where I just want to travel. And then, okay, now I'm in the phase where I just kind of want to stay at home. And there is a man, there's expected to be a man that's supposed to go through all those phases with you. Modern women, because they're in that phase, are picking the man that speaks Spanish, who likes to surf, just likes to have his hair in the wind for that phase. They don't understand that that's that man's way of life. I want to live her all the time. That's what I want to do. And you guys actually don't match. This is what you want for the summertime, or this is what you want for a couple of years. And then you want to move on. Okay, I tried that for a couple of years. Now I want the guy who's a little bit more stable. Problem is, you actually should have, found a guy who does all of that, who is able to go through those phases with you. Maybe not perfectly. Maybe I don't want to go to the beach all the time, right? But I can do that with you. A lot of modern women, they need to look for an actual genuine friend with the same values. And I'm not saying, and I want to specifically say, he doesn't need to be like you. A lot of modern women are looking for themselves or their friends in a man. That's not what you're looking for. You're looking for a friend to say, oh yeah, shoot, I'm down. Let's do it. Why not? Let's go. But then you say, hey, you want to stay in tonight? Yeah, I don't feel like going out. But modern women are doing something different. Like I said, they're looking, oh, that's all this man wants to do because that's all I want to do. And essentially what they're doing is they're if it would be a Netflix show, they'd be binge watching it. And I'm just going to do this all the time. Every week when I'm not at work, all the time. Right? Until they get tired of it. Then all of a sudden that man is terrible. He's a joke. He's a disaster. And now you're putting his face and his name in. Are we dating the same guy? Like the guy did you wrong. He didn't. Now you're putting him on the T app. Like he did you wrong. He didn't. That's who that guy was. That's just the stuff he does. You picked the wrong man. You were looking for the wrong thing. And that's what modern women keep on doing over and over again. I pick a man that's all he wants to do is this. I have him for a couple years, and then another man that all he wants to do is this. Take him for a couple years, and they keep on rotating. They keep on doing that over and over again until one day I really want to settle down this time. And the guy that you actually needed 18 years ago has gone and got a family.